Imagine this. You've just been selected to go on a once-in-a-lifetime space adventure. Your mission? Travel to another planet in our solar system. But before you climb aboard the rocket, you need to get your gear ready. What will you pack? It all depends on which planet you're visiting. Each one has different conditions, and if you bring the wrong supplies, you might not survive long enough to explore. Let's take a quick tour of the planets, so you can decide where you want to go and what you'll need to bring. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It has no atmosphere to protect it, so the temperatures swing from super hot during the day to freezing at night. You'd need a suit that can handle both extremes, and sunscreen is not going to be enough. Venus is one of the most dangerous places you could visit. It's the hottest planet in our solar system, with clouds full of acid and air pressure strong enough to crush a submarine. You'd need ultra-strong armor, a cooling system, and robot explorers to go in your place. Earth is just right. Not too hot, not too cold, and full of life. But you live here already, so let's keep going. Mars is dry, dusty, and cold. The air is too thin to breathe, and it's full of carbon dioxide. You'd need a full oxygen tank, a warm insulated suit, and maybe even a little greenhouse to grow your own food. Jupiter is a gas giant. It doesn't even have a solid surface. It's full of swirling storms and thick clouds. A trip here wouldn't be about landing. You'd need a floating science station, special sensors, and maybe a drone to fly through the clouds. Saturn is also a gas giant with huge rings made of ice and rock. Like Jupiter, you can't land, but you might fly near its rings. You'd need a strong spacecraft, thick windows to protect from space rocks, and tools to collect samples. Uranus is icy, tilted on its side, and has weird weather, including sideways winds. It's super cold and far from the sun. You'd need a heating system, a windproof suit, and maybe jet boosters to move through the strange atmosphere. Neptune is the windiest planet in the solar system. Giant storms swirl through its icy atmosphere, and it's freezing cold. You'd need thick thermal gear, storm sensors, and a strong ship that can handle extreme winds. Now, you might be wondering, what about Pluto? That's a great question. Pluto used to be called the ninth planet. But in 2006, scientists reclassified it as a dwarf planet. It's still out there, far past Neptune, but it's much smaller and doesn't meet all the rules scientists use to define a planet. Even though it's not on the main planet list anymore, Pluto is still an interesting world to explore. But we'll save that mission for another day. As you can see, no two planets are alike, and your packing list would change depending on where you go. And now it's your turn to get ready. Here's your writing challenge. You're going to write a travel article called What to Pack for a Trip to. Pick one planet to write about. Start with a short introduction about why it's exciting but challenging to visit. Then list 3 to 5 items you would pack to survive on that planet. Explain why each item is important based on the planet's conditions. Use clear, organized paragraphs like you'd see in a science magazine. End your article by explaining why someone might still want to visit, even with the dangers, draw and color pictures of each item. Be creative, but stay realistic based on what you learned. Your job is to be both an explorer and a space survival expert.